I feel like I'm having a meltdown. I don't know. I've been having a lot of different revelations about being neurodivergent undiagnosed. And there's been a lot of ups and downs mentally, emotionally, just looking at the ways in which that I've been fighting to still uphold that normal girl trope, even though I felt like I have dropped it, but like even in the ways that I'm showing up like on social media, still being afraid of being perceived. Whether it is being said or not, like although it's a rise in us, or I like to call us the neurospicy baddies, we're still perceived weird, bro. It never fails. And I feel like it always is painfully, blaringly obvious about that when I date. These guys, like they want you so bad because she's so different and she's so quirky. I get around you and I'm unmasking and I'm being myself, and now all of a sudden I'm getting ghosted because I guess I'm too much. I know I won't be too much for the person I'm supposed to be with. I know that the person that I'm supposed to be with will see my too much and appreciate it and understand exactly who I am, but like it sucks. A lot of times I really wish that I could just be like the other girls that they just show up and they just be who they are and they're accepted, and these guys, they, do everything that, they want them to do and everything. I just can't be that bitch. And there's low-key a part of me that don't want to. There's a part of me that's like, I don't even want to be her. There's a part of me that just wants to find my footing in who I actually am, being this weird type of girl. Like, okay, we're the weird guys, because I know that they're out there, but like, I know that it takes me accepting myself to be able to see them, because it's not like they ain't been in my orbit. Our orbit speaks for us, you feel me? So like, I've high-key probably been attracting them my whole life and just haven't had the eyes to see it because I was operating in a normal girl aura. And like, when you do that, you often push away things that are supposed to be for you in hopes that a normal option would come around. And I think that has a lot to do with, like I said, a lack of self-acceptance. When you accept yourself, when you see yourself reflected in people, it kind of like, draws you in a little bit closer. But if you have not accepted certain things about yourself, or you still don't like certain things about yourself, when you see it in other people, it's going to repel you and it's going to annoy you and stuff. I've spoken about that on my TikTok. I try to be very mindful and intentional about that. But back to my breakdown. It's been so emotional lately because I just want to forgive myself. Like I'm in the process of forgiving myself for abandoning myself all through my 20s to be a normal girl and to have the normal girl experiences, and putting myself in situations that were not right for me, putting myself in situations that were harmful to who I was, not taking the time to figure myself out so I can know what works for me and what doesn't, being insecure and not being a good friend because I couldn't show up as a good friend, because when you're insecure and you lack self-awareness, you can't be a good friend, bro. Just being really hard on myself on all of the ways in which me running away from my true self harmed myself and harmed other people. And I know it has less to do with other people, it is what it is, but I've been struggling with that lately. It's been a little bit hard. Like, I can sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm a neurospicy baddie, but like really understanding the weight of what it means to be a Black neurodivergent woman has really shed a lot of light on how and why I have gone through the things that I've gone through in my life. People telling me that I'm intimidating, working jobs, and them saying that I just need you to smile more. What the fuck does me smiling have to do with this job? Is the job not getting done? Am I missing something? On Zoom calls and I'm getting pulled aside by my supervisor because they want me to look more approachable when I'm just unmasking. Neurodivergent people, autistic and ADHD, often when we unmask, we have like a face that is void of emotion. And sometimes people can take that as, oh, are you mad at me? Are you upset? Did you do something? I'm just listening to you, bro. Like, I'm just trying to get the information. I'm trying really hard to focus right now, but they see that as intimidating. And I'm just like, I'm not about to walk around this bitch smiling to make you feel better, because then that makes me feel uncomfortable. Because then at the end of the day, when I go home after I have been smiling for everybody and making everybody else feel good, I'm drained. And realizing that that is why when I used to get home, I would be drinking myself to death. Not to death, God forbid, but I'm drinking. I always got to drink after work. I always got to drink. I always got to smoke. I always have to decompress in some type of way because I have been holding up this mask all day. All day I'm smiling to make people feel better. I'm trying to act like I'm engaged and I'm listening. I'm trying to catch all of the social cues. I'm trying not to offend anybody, apparently, because me just existing as a neurodivergent Black woman is offensive to people. Dead serious. Like, trying not to be so honest because apparently honesty is triggering to a lot of people, but not really knowing how to show up otherwise. Having really good pattern recognition, and I'm able to see things, and then people think that I'm being judgmental, but then when the shit hits the fan, it's like, oh shit, yeah, I seen that coming. I told you that. God damn it. It's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. Radical self-acceptance, radical self-acceptance. Doing things for not only this version of Jaleesa, but for a younger version of Jaleesa that desperately needed it, but she didn't have the tools. Things like wearing these headphones when I'm having a meltdown because it helps. Wearing the headphones when I go outside in public sometimes because I can get overwhelmed with so much stimuli, and these help. Things like wearing comfortable clothes instead of wearing clothes that the boy might like to get him to like you. Ugh! Sorry, that's not for y'all. Just so many things I'm unpacking and unlearning and learning how to do things for me that helps me, that validates me, that makes me feel comfortable, putting me at the center of my reality, dropping the people pleasing, going after things that speak to Jaleesa and not speaks to the normal girl. Being okay with just being weird ass Jaleesa and not still striving and hurting myself. Literally, physically, spiritually, and mentally, emotionally as well, hurting myself to be normal. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. And I'm sure it's going to continue to be a lot, but I'm still praying for radical self-acceptance. And I think actually this video helped. I hope it helped you too. I don't know. I know I can't be the only one that just figured out that they were neurodivergent this whole time and not just a weird girl. I thought I was just like an awkward Black girl. Shout out to Issa Rae. I just thought I was an awkward Black girl. And then I was like, I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. Way deeper. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.